You're all worn out.
Yeah, I think I overdid it a little bit.
What are you?
You haven't figured it out yet. I won't let you do as you please. I will destroy you.
I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping. I am a warrior, the Saiyan Prince, Vegeta!
You'll have to learn the hard way and know what it feels like to have your life taken away against your will. It's wrong.
Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Nick. Now, we all know Dragon Ball Z is a pop culture phenomenon. One of the best animes of all time, if not the best. Don't let those Naruto fans fool you. Now, recently, I have decided to watch Dragon Ball Z for the first time ever. Now, I know what you're saying. How have you never watched Dragon Ball Z? That was a childhood show. How could you not watch it? Well, to be honest with you, I don't know. Like, literally, I don't know why I never watched this show. But I'm not going to be talking about the old Dragon Ball Z that came out in the 90s. I'm going to be talking about the 2009 Dragon Ball Z Kai, which everyone says is the better definitive version to watch it with no filler at all, and the best way to watch it for a first time viewer of Dragon Ball Z. So that's what I decided to watch. And I watched the whole series, so I'm going to be telling you my thoughts and opinion on every single saga, from the Saiyan Saga all the way up to the Buu Saga. Also, the Buu Saga kind of got split in half. It was called the Final Chapters, which kind of had a little bit of filler in the Buu Saga. But we're going to be talking about that in the Buu arc. Also, if you guys don't know what I'm doing already, I am talking about every single Dragon Ball series, from original Dragon Ball all the way to Super. If you guys haven't already, make sure you check out my original video that I did on original Dragon Ball. It'll be in the link in the description below. It's a good video to get more context of everything that I'm doing. We're reviewing Dragon Ball Z Kai, the 2009 version, basically the remaster of Dragon Ball Z, the same exact show. Also, the greatest anime of all time. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. And first, let's start off with the Saiyan Saga. Now, for the first saga is the Saiyan Saga. Now, with this saga, it transitioned very well from the OG Dragon Ball with Demon King Piccolo versus Goku all the way into the Saiyan Saga. And it was a time year skip to like 3-4 years, I think, between OG Dragon Ball and all the way up to the Saiyan Saga. The Saiyan Saga is a perfect intro to an anime. Seeing Raditz come out of nowhere and tell Goku that you are an alien, you are my brother, was crazy to me. That literally just explained everything from original Dragon Ball. Why does Goku have a tail? Why does he not seem human-like? Like, everything was perfect right then and there. And Raditz showing up out of nowhere and taking Gohan away was perfect. And then you have Goku and Piccolo teaming up, arch rivals with each other. Now, as Dragon Ball Z go on, Piccolo becomes an ally to Goku, but it's crazy to think that this was Goku's main arch rival and they're teaming up to stop Raditz. Now, as they team up to stop Raditz, Goku gets killed trying to save Gohan. And that was crazy to me, that they killed off the main character in the first 3 episodes of the series, and that was just insane to me. As Piccolo kills Goku and Raditz tells Piccolo that they've been recording every single thing and that Saiyans will be coming. And Piccolo's dumbass tells Raditz, hey, we got Dragon Balls here, Goku will be revived. So the other two Saiyans, Vegeta and Nappa, picked up on everything that they were saying, especially about the Dragon Ball comments, and head to Earth to go fight the Earthlings. I think they was going to either sell the planet or they was going to pick up the Dragon Balls, one of the two. Now, once that happens, the Saiyans have a year before they get back to Earth. And while Goku's dead, Kami brings Goku to the afterlife to train with King Kai so Goku can be prepared for the Saiyans. Also, Piccolo kidnaps Gohan. Yes, a 4-year-old kidnaps him to go train because he sees that Gohan has immense power. Because when Goku was being attacked by Raditz, Gohan broke out of the chamber. His power level grew to like 1,000, I think, from a little kid. So Piccolo thought in his head, hey, I'm going to train you, get you ready for the Saiyans. Now, everything that just happened here was spot on perfect for a start of an anime. It grabs your attention just like this, and you are locked in for the rest of the whole saga. And I'm gonna be honest, the Saiyan Saga was one of my favorite sagas in all of Dragon Ball. Just the start of it, the intense battle, everybody getting prepared for battle against these Saiyans that we're all hearing about that are scary, everything, like it's perfect. Everyone's training for a year. So as Gohan and Piccolo's training, the Z Fighters are training, and Goku's training in the afterlife. Now the Saiyans finally do arrive. Vegeta and Nappa arrive on Earth, and the Z Fighters find them and get ready for an all-out brawl. Now, as this fight is going on, Yamcha is the first to take on the battle, and Yamcha was putting in work a little bit until all else failed, man. As Yamcha was putting in work, Yamcha died to a Cyberman, man. An alien. Yes, Yamcha killed him, but the alien grabbed on tight of Yamcha and blew himself up, and we got this iconic meme that everybody knows. Yes, Yamcha is forever a meme. He was good in original Dragon Ball, now he's just a meme. But As that happens, other Z fighters like Tien go down. Chaozu, who never does anything at all in this whole entire series. I don't know why he's a Z fighter. This is the only fight he was ever in the whole series. The whole series was the Saiyan Saga. So Chaozu blows himself up, sacrifices himself, and Nappa doesn't even die from that. Chaozu literally just killed himself. Like, what the fuck? But after that, Tien sees that and tries to get vengeance on him. Nappa breaks Tien's arm, and then Tien dies to him. Now, all of the Z fighters are dying, right? And Piccolo and Krillin had this idea to attack Nappa at the same time, also with Gohan. Gohan was afraid to attack at all. He literally didn't attack. Was terrified, petrified to attack. And Piccolo scrolled him for that. He was like, bro, we did all this training and you still scared? But we're going to get to Gohan in 2 more sagas. 2 more sagas, Gohan shows up. But after that, Piccolo scrolls Gohan, and Gohan's sad about it, was almost finna leave. But Krillin gives Gohan a little bit of encouragement, and Gohan comes back into the fight. And gives Nappa a little 2-piece. So as Gohan enters back the fight, he's ready to fight Nappa. And Nappa's finna use a blast on Gohan to hit him. And Gohan gets stunned by it. Piccolo gets in the way of it and sacrifices himself for Gohan. Touching moment. Literally a touching moment right there, man. Piccolo, the dude who wants to take over the earth, sacrifices himself for a little kid. For Goku's son, his arch nemesis son. Special touching moment. As that's finna happen, Nappa's still finna kill Gohan. Nappa and Vegeta are still about to kill Gohan. And out of nowhere, the Flying Nimbus comes out of nowhere and saves Gohan before he gets defeated. And guess who shows up? Goku. Goku shows up and tells Gohan and Krillin, are they okay? Gives them some Sensu beams and tell them, relax, everything's gonna be okay. And Goku fights Nappa. And when I tell you, Goku versus Nappa was one of the most disrespectful fights I've ever seen, bro. It was disrespectful, man. The way Goku was doing Nappa, bro. I'm telling you, I don't wish that on nobody fighting, man. So afterwards, Goku paralyzes Nappa, and Vegeta kills Nappa because he's paralyzed. He can't do nothing. As that happens, we get the most iconic scene fight in anime history. Goku versus Vegeta. Now let me tell you this. This fight was one of the best fights in Dragon Ball history. Iconic fight, by the way. Goku and Vegeta going blow for blow. It got to a point where Goku had to use Kaioken on Vegeta. Vegeta was wrecking shit. And as Goku used Kaioken, Vegeta had to turn into a Great Ape. And that's when Vegeta started beating Goku's ass as a Great Ape. Also, when Vegeta turned to a Great Ape, Goku realized that he killed Grandpa Gohan. And it was a touching moment because Goku never knew what happened to his grandpa. All he knew was like an ape destroyed him. And Goku realized that he's a Saiyan and that he killed his grandpa. And Goku was in his head like, man, I gotta win to avenge his grandpa Gohan and everybody that he hurt. He realized in the earlier tournaments when everyone's talking about this Great Ape figure and everything like that, that was him. And Goku had that realization moment. And as Goku's fighting Vegeta, Vegeta gets his hands on Goku and start crushing his body. Almost breaking every bone and limb in his body. Now, while Goku's being crushed to a post, Krillin distracts Vegeta while he's in Great Ape form. And out of nowhere, shocker surprise, Yajirobe cuts Vegeta's tail. Now, as Yajirobe cuts Vegeta's tail, Vegeta turns back to a normal Saiyan without a tail. And afterwards, Goku uses his telekinesis powers to show Krillin how to make a spirit bomb. Krillin finally throws a spirit bomb, misses it, it bounces back to Gohan. Gohan don't know what to do. Goku uses telekinesis again to tell Gohan to bounce it back at Vegeta. And Gohan uses it, bounces at Vegeta, and Vegeta gets hit by the spirit bomb. For some reason, Vegeta survives the spirit bomb and is ready to wreak vengeance on everyone. But Goku tells Gohan to look at the sky because Gohan still has his tail. While Gohan looks at the sky, Gohan turns into a Great Ape, a Zaru form, and he starts destroying stuff, and everybody kind of remind him that, yo, we're your friends, we're your family, bro. And he tries to fight Vegeta. Vegeta realizes it and cuts Gohan's tail. Gohan falls on top of him, and Vegeta's damaged really bad. It came to the point where Vegeta had to flee away from the battle. And we all know Vegeta never does that in the series afterwards. But as that's happening, Krillin's about to kill Vegeta, and out of nowhere, Goku uses telekinesis again and tells Krillin, don't kill him, let him live, let him survive. And Krillin doesn't want to do it, but he lets Vegeta survive, and Vegeta gets back into his pod and heads to an unknown place afterwards. Now that's the Saiyan Saga for you right there. Everything in that saga I loved. It really grabbed my attention span. The fights was good. The suspense, everything was good. Like the whole time you watching it, it got the viewer attention the whole time. It had my attention every single minute and second of that experience of the saga. Now, if I had to rank this saga, I'll rank this saga number 3 in the whole series, and that's not bad. I'm gonna tell you guys what my number 1 and number 2 is, obviously, as we keep going on. But that's my thoughts and opinions on the Saiyan Saga. Also get us introduced to the next saga, which is the Frieza Saga or the Namek Saga, whichever you want to call it. But this saga is even better. Okay, now on to one of my favorite arcs, the Namek arc. Now in the Namek arc, a lot of stuff goes down. Now before we even get to Planet Namek, the reason how we got to Planet Namek in the first place was that Krillin had this idea of, hey, Kami and Piccolo made the Dragon Balls. And wherever they are from, maybe their people can also make Dragon Balls. So Krillin has this idea of, hey, if we can find out where Kami and Piccolo are from, let's go into a spaceship and get there. Now the only problem with that Earth doesn't have that tech yet. But to our surprise, Mr. Popo arrives in the hospital where all the remaining Z fighters are at that survived, with Goku in recovery mode. Now, while this is happening, Mr. Popo brings Bulma to an unknown spaceship that Kami landed on when he came to Earth. Now, when they come to this spaceship, they realize that, hey, this spaceship only speaks Namekian. Bulma, for some reason, figured out how to speak Namekian and gets the spaceship to be able to work and then be able to fly to Namek. Now, on this trip, Bulma decides to go with Gohan, Krillin, and her, all the way to fly to Namek to try to retrieve the Dragon Balls and to resurrect all the Z fighters that died from the hands of Vegeta and Nappa. Now, while all this is happening, Vegeta lands back to an unknown location to recover his body. Now, with this unknown location, we figure out that Vegeta is working for somebody named Frieza. And Frieza's already headed towards Planet Namek to retrieve the Dragon Balls too, because he overheard Vegeta talking. And Frieza had this idea of, hey, if Earth had these Dragon Balls that Vegeta was going to go retrieve, the Namekians definitely had these Dragon Balls that I want to go receive too. So Frieza is there to claim immortality. But Bulma, Gohan, and Krillin have no idea what's going on. So in 4 months, Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan land on Planet Namek. Shortly after, Vegeta also lands on Planet Namek. Now this is an all-out race to see who can get the Dragon Balls first. Now, as we get introduced to Frieza, we get introduced to this menacing, small-looking creature attacking people for the Dragon Balls, attacking the Namekians for the Dragon Balls. And you could just tell by the sinister vibe and energy from Frieza that he is not to be fucked with, especially with his 2 minions, Zarbon and Dodoria. Now and before we get to what Frieza does to them, Gohan and Krillin decide to go use the Dragon Radar to find the Dragon Balls, and they fly over to where Frieza is at. They see Frieza absolutely murking the Namekians. And Gohan and Krillin tells Gohan, do not engage in any battle just yet. Don't engage at all. Now, Krillin tried to calm Gohan down from saving these 2 small Namekian kids, Dende, and I forgot the other kid's name. And Gohan saw Frieza kill the other Namekian kid, and Gohan couldn't take it no more. He went to go save Dende, and Krillin followed right behind him. So Frieza offers Dodoria to go defeat Gohan and Krillin. Now, Gohan and Krillin run away with Dende, and Dodoria follows after them. And now you have Frieza and Zarbon waiting for Dodoria to come back. Now, Krillin used Final Flash to get away from Dodoria and went into hiding with Dende. Now, as this all happened, we forget that Vegeta is part of this show too. He's still looking for the Dragon Balls. And as he's looking for the Dragon Balls, he finds Dodoria. And him and Dodoria have an all-out squabble where Vegeta ends up defeating Dodoria and goes to search for the Dragon Balls on his own. Now as this all happening, Frieza collects 5 of the 6 Dragon Balls. Now, Frieza told Zarbon to go find the other Dragon Ball. While Zarbon is looking for the Dragon Ball, he figures out that Vegeta murked the whole city and hid the Dragon Ball somewhere. He go back to tell Frieza what happened, and Frieza tells him to go find Vegeta. So as Zarbon goes to look for Vegeta, him and Vegeta have an all-out squad where Zarbon thinks he kills Vegeta and goes back to Frieza. Frieza goes into an absolute maniac because now Vegeta's dead, and also the Dragon Ball is nowhere to be found. Now as all of this is happening, Zarbon goes back, fetches Vegeta, and Vegeta goes into the healing chamber, and as Vegeta's done healing, he breaks out of the healing chamber, steals all of Frieza's Dragon Balls, throws them out, and then after he throws them out, he flees away with all of the Dragon Balls. And Frieza is pissed off. I mean, Frieza gets Zarbon to head over there to go kill Vegeta now and find the other Dragon Balls. Now this is all happening. Now Frieza tells Zarbon he's calling the Ginyu Force to get all of this done. Now, when Zarbon finds Vegeta again, Vegeta had got a Zenkai boost. Whatever the Zenkai boost is when Saiyans are almost to a near-death experience and they survive, they get better, they get stronger. Vegeta with the Zenkai boost beats Zarbon in a fight, and now Vegeta has all of the Dragon Balls within his possession. Almost all of them. So as Vegeta gets done beating Zarbon, he didn't know that Gohan was already going to search for the Dragon Balls. Now let me get to this whole big old tangent real quick. Now as Gohan went to go search for the Dragon Balls beforehand, Dende told Krillin that he can take him to the Grand Elder, who is the person who is responsible for all the Dragon Balls, to get the 7th Dragon Ball. Now, as this is going on, Gohan decides to go search for the Dragon Balls, and Krillin and Dende decide to go to the Grand Elder. The Grand Elder unleashes Krillin's full potential, and Krillin gets the idea of, hey, I can release Gohan's full potential. Now, as Gohan finds the second to last Dragon Ball where Vegeta hid it underwater, Gohan is flying back, but he senses Vegeta's energy. And Gohan decides to hide the Dragon Balls before Vegeta can get it. But Vegeta sees that he has the Dragon Radar with him on hand. Now, when this happens, Vegeta gets suspicious, but Gohan convinces Vegeta that it's just a clock. Now, Vegeta flies away, and boom, Gohan flies towards Krillin with the Dragon Ball. Now, as Gohan does that, Krillin decides to take Gohan to the Grand Elder. But Gohan didn't realize Vegeta was looking for that second to last Dragon Ball. Vegeta realizes that Gohan tricked him, and Vegeta is going to go find Gohan and kill him. Now, as Krillin and Gohan are both flying to the Grand Elder, they finally get there. The Grand Elder releases Gohan's full potential. So as this happens, Gohan and Krillin convinces to give Vegeta his wish for immortality. Now while that's going on, Goku finds out that they need his help, and Goku asks Bulma's dad is he done building a spaceship for Goku to get to Namek. Now it took Goku 6 days to get to Namek, and while Goku's getting trained for it, Frieza ordered the Ginyu Force to come. So now we have Goku and the Ginyu Force there. And before Vegeta can get his wish, he says that the Ginyu Force have arrived on Namek. Now after the Ginyu Force land, Frieza's orders him to go find Vegeta and the rest of the Dragon Balls. Also, one of Frieza's minions tells Frieza about the Grand Elder and how he can unlock potential and everything, and Frieza has the idea to find the Dragon Balls from the Grand Elder, and Frieza goes to go find the Grand Elder. Now while all this is happening, Captain Ginyu orders the rest of the Ginyu Force to go find Vegeta, and they do. And Vegeta realizes it. Right before Vegeta can make his wish for the Dragon Balls, the Ginyu Force arrive on the scene, and we get a fight between Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin versus the Ginyu Force. Their efforts were almost done. They was finna lose big time until everyone knows it. Goku arrives on planet Namek in style. Swag. The aura, you could just feel it through the screen. When Goku arrived, now before Goku could even fight, he thought that Vegeta would team up to help him. But Vegeta just dipped on him, right? And Goku had to fight on his own. And he was wrecking shit. Goku was wrecking shit in the beginning. But one of the Ginyu Force members left and went to warn Captain Ginyu. And Captain Ginyu arrived on the scene, and he was fighting Goku. Now when he was fighting Goku, he was getting the blitz beat out of him, right? But Captain Ginyu had an idea. He was going to swap bodies with Goku, and he did. He swapped bodies with Goku, leaving Goku in an injured Captain Ginyu body. Ginyu takes Goku's body and heads back to Frieza's ship. Afterwards, Ginyu flies back to Frieza's spaceship, and the rest of the guys think that Ginyu is Goku, until they come to find out that that wasn't Goku. Now Goku ends up flying back to where Ginyu is, and everyone realizes that, hey, Captain Ginyu isn't Goku. And Vegeta and Captain Ginyu go out to fight each other, and Ginyu was finna steal Vegeta's body. Now when Goku rides back, he sees Vegeta and Ginyu fighting, and Goku gets in the way right before Ginyu takes Vegeta's body, and Goku gets his body back. Now as all this is happening, we have an injured Ginyu still wanting to fight Vegeta, and Vegeta's finna take out Ginyu until Vegeta uses the same trick again. But besides it, where Goku throws a frog at Ginyu, and Ginyu turns into a frog. Now all this is happening, Vegeta decides to help Goku out, and gives Goku into a healing chamber so Goku can heal his body up. Take Goku to the same healing chamber that they healed Vegeta with. And with that being said, Gohan, Krillin, and then they had this idea about Vegeta is taking Goku into the healing chamber. Vegeta takes a nap and waits for Frieza and everyone to return. Gohan, Krillin, and then they decide to use the Dragon Balls to resurrect somebody while Vegeta is sleeping. Frieza also figured out that the Dragon Ball is getting used, and he heads back to his spaceship. Now, as this is happening, Vegeta had a sense the key that Frieza was coming back and went out of the spaceship. He also sees that they're using the Dragon Balls. Now, they use the Dragon Ball Wish to resurrect Piccolo and teleport him to planet Namek so he can join the fight. Now, as this is all happening, Vegeta realizes it, and he is pissed because right before they can use the third and final wish, the Dragon Ball disappears. And the dragon disappears because the Grand Elder passed away. He was out of energy left. And Frieza realizes this. He is absolutely pissed. And right before Vegeta can get mad and kill all of them, Frieza arrives. Now before Vegeta can kill them, Vegeta sees that Frieza is on his way, and he tells Krillin to knock him out. And Krillin knocks him out, so he used another Zenkai boost to beat Frieza. But Dende was afraid to give Vegeta back life because Vegeta just killed half of his family and stuff. So Krillin convinces Dende to revive Vegeta. And Dende finally revives Vegeta, and we get Frieza versus Vegeta. Now Vegeta thought he could handle Frieza, but he couldn't. Frieza went into his final form and absolutely destroyed Vegeta. Killed his fighting spirit. And right before he even fought Vegeta, he killed Dende so Dende can revive anyone else. Now right before he can kill the rest of everybody else, after almost killing Vegeta, Goku arrives. And we get Goku versus Frieza. Now when this happens, we get about 30 episodes of just Frieza versus Goku in such an entertaining fight. Every single episode has you on your seats with popcorn ready to see what happens. Now right before Goku can defeat Frieza, he uses a spirit bomb to defeat Frieza. And when he uses the spirit bomb, everybody thinks Frieza is done. Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin all think that it's all over with. Now after this, Frieza returns and he almost nearly kills Piccolo. He death beams Piccolo and gets to the point where Piccolo's passed out, but Piccolo is still alive, fortunately. Now as this happens, Goku's already pissed. But it gets even worse. Frieza decides to kill Krillin right in front of Goku. And Goku couldn't take it no more. Goku finally does it. He turns his hair blonde and turns into a Super Saiyan. The first time we ever seen a transformation from Goku in the series. Goku, filled with rage, tells Gohan to get to the spaceship and bring Piccolo there with Bulma. And we get Goku versus Frieza Part 2, Round 2. And it gets ugly for Frieza then, bro. Goku is beating this nigga's ass like crazy. Goku's pissed. Now, while all this is happening, King Kai has an idea because Kami is back. And he realizes Kami is back and that Piccolo isn't dead just yet. He asks Kami, can they use the Dragon Balls to resurrect everybody on planet Namek? With that wish, resurrect everyone back from planet Namek and teleport everyone from planet Namek to planet Earth. He uses that wish, he uses the Earth Dragon Balls to wish everybody back, and uses the final Dragon Ball wish from planet Namek to put everybody on planet Namek, teleport everybody on planet Namek back to Earth. Now while this is happening, Frieza realizes the dragon is back, and he almost stops Goku from fighting. But Frieza didn't realize that the Namekian Dragon Ball only speaks Namekian. So Frieza couldn't make his wish. Then they make his wish to teleport everybody back. Vegeta's revived, and Vegeta's finna throw a blast at Frieza. But Vegeta gets teleported back to Earth, and the only two people left on planet Namek is Frieza and Goku. Also, I forgot to mention, Frieza had a thing where he put a hole into the Earth core, and the whole planet was gonna be destroyed in 5 minutes. Now, that wasn't no goddamn regular 5 minutes. That 5 minutes was like an hour. Before then, Frieza and Goku get done fighting, and Frieza gets cut in half. And Goku tells Frieza he's done fighting him. It's over. And while this is happening, Goku gives Frieza energy so he can make it off the planet because Frieza can survive in space. And Goku's leaving to get back to planet Earth. While all this is happening, Frieza throws a sneak attack on Goku. Goku sees it, calls him a fool. Goku throws a blast and finishes Frieza's off. And while all this is happening, Goku tries to go on Frieza's spaceship. It doesn't work. Now all this is happening, the planet blows up and we have no idea if Goku survived or not. And that's the end of the Frieza Saga. My thoughts and opinions on this saga, this is one of my favorite sagas. The battle, the intensity, everything to keep you on your seats. Every single episode of Goku vs. Frieza has you wanting to watch more. An entertaining fight, especially this moment right here.
Can't be brought back to life with the Dragon Balls a second time, and I refuse to take the death of my best friend sitting down! He was a good man, one of the bravest I've ever known! The fate this bastard dealt him was the last thing he deserved!
That was just so intense, especially when the Kai dub. That had me in my seat. I'm like, oh my, Goku really in that rage mode. This saga was one of my favorite. I think this is the best saga in DBZ. In my opinion, this is one of my favorite saga. I rank this saga #1. Now, on to the next saga, the Cell Saga. Now, on to the Cell Saga. Now, the Cell Saga is one of the best DBZ arcs, probably arcs of all anime, but it has a lot of pop culture references in this arc. A lot of stuff that people love about Dragon Ball are all in this arc. This is some people's favorite arc in all of DBZ. Now, let's get right into it. Now, to start off this arc, we get Frieza coming back to Earth. Now, at the time, when Frieza and Namek was blown up, King Cole, which we find out is Frieza's dad, reassembles him and tells him, let's go back and get vengeance on that Saiyan Goku. Now, they don't pull up on the Saiyan Goku. They pull up on another Saiyan. And this Saiyan dissembles Frieza in 2 seconds. I mean, just cut him in half in literally 2 seconds. Then blew up King Cole. Also, that I forgot to mention, he blew up all of Frieza's army. in literally 10 seconds. And he tells the Z Fighters, hey, Goku will be arriving in 3 hours. Meet me over here. Now, Goku finally arrives, and he hasn't been on Earth for a year. He greets all his friends, tells everybody what's up, and the kid goes up to Goku and tells him that he is Bulma and Vegeta's son from the future. And Goku's amazed by this. He also tells Goku that he needs to take this medicine for his heart, and he also tells Goku in 3 years there will be 2 androids that appear, and they will attack the Earth at this amount of time. Goku takes the medicine from him and gets ready to train. He tells the other Z Fighters about the androids coming and gets ready to be prepared for the 3 years when the androids finally show up. Now, as all this is happening, we get to a 3-year time skip where 2 androids appear, Android 19 and Android 20, and they are attacking the city. And as this is all happening, we get Yamcha attacked by Android 19 and 20, and 19 is sucking the life out of Yamcha's body. And the Z Fighters sense this and head towards Yamcha. Now, as this is all happening, we get Goku versus Android 19. And as the fight's going on, Goku's putting hands on 19, but we see that Goku's breathing in heavily hard. Hard. And Piccolo notices this. And Piccolo realizes that Goku never took his medicine that Trunks gave him. Now, as this is happening, Piccolo has an idea to try to get Goku out of the fight before Vegeta appears. And Vegeta appears and starts fighting Android 19. Now, as this is happening, Yamcha gets Goku out of the fight and takes Goku back to his house so he can take the medicine and rest and recover. And as this is happening, we get Android 19 versus Vegeta. And come to find out, Vegeta is a Super Saiyan. Yes, Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans, he's a Super Saiyan. And he takes out Android 19. It's some of the best shit talk I've ever seen in all of anime. Vegeta was putting hands on him and talking that shit. But in the fight, Android 19 was sucking Vegeta's energy. As this is all happening, Vegeta has a plan while Android 19 is sucking his energy, kicks Android 19 while half his energy is already gone, and decimates him, right? But we also have the other Android, Android 20. He realizes this, and Vegeta's telling Android 20, hey, if 19 took all my energy, why can't you fight me right now? And he bluffs to Android 20, and 20 runs away. Now, as this is happening, Vegeta gets a sensu beam and starts going after Android 20, but he can't sense his ki because he's an android. Now, while all of this is going on, Future Trunks returns and tries to help the Z Fighters fight. Now, while this is also going on, Bulma and Yajirobe decide to fly over there and see what's going on. And Android 20 gets to escape by attacking Bulma, and Trunks gets mad at Vegeta because Vegeta didn't even help Bulma in little kid Trunks at the time, baby Trunks. He didn't help him at all. Vegeta said, I do what I want, and he still goes out there and flies after to go find Android 20. Now, while all this is going on, Trunks follows after him, and other Z Fighters follow after him to try to go find Android 20. Now, later on, they finally find Android 20's base, and we get introduced to Android 17 and 18, the ones from Future Trunks' timeline. Now, when this is happening, the Z Fighters find the base, and so Dr. Gero had a button to have them explode, and then just in case because they was rebellious against him, and the androids decided to kill Dr. Gero, which was Android 20 at the time, and also break the button that can kill them at any time because they had explosives built inside of them. Now, as this is happening, Trunks sees that there's another android that can be set free, and Vegeta and Goku said, "Hey, let him get it open." And Trunks couldn't take it anymore. He said this line:
"If they set that android free, it will be the end of all of us! No!"
Now, as this is happening, Trunks blows up Dr. Gero's base, and the androids that has no effect on the androids. They literally sit there and just laugh, and they release Android 16. 17 tells 16 to go attack the Z Fighters, but 16 only is worried about Goku, and the androids fly away. After this, the Z Fighters go follow after the androids and go to find them. Vegeta was the first one to go, and Trunks followed right behind them. As this is happening, Vegeta gets to face off versus Android 18, and 18 broke Vegeta's hopes, experience, everything. The Android 18 ended up breaking Vegeta's arm. Soon after that, Trunks follows right behind Vegeta and gets his ass with 18 and 17. And the other Z Fighters ended up trying to help. They couldn't help at all. There was nothing they could do. Also, Krillin was there, but he did not help. He had the sensu beams on him at the time, and he didn't get into the fight at all. After 17, 18, and 16 left, and after Krillin gave all the Z Fighters a sensu beam, they all went their separate ways, go train to fight for these androids. They also decided to move Goku to a different location so that the android wouldn't find out where Goku was, because they ended up moving him to Aphrodite's house where androids couldn't find him. Now, at this time, Vegeta was dealing with some real PTSD. You got this scene from Vegeta that's an iconic pop culture, an iconic meme in all of pop culture. And after this, Piccolo decided that he needed to use the Kami just to be able to defeat the androids. Now, while that is happening, Bulma, Gohan, and Trunks ended up finding another time travel spaceship that looked exactly like Trunks, but this one was moldy at the time. It had an egg inside of it, right? Come to find out that Trunks didn't come in that other spaceship, and they had no idea where that was from. That spaceship was like 4 years older, and it had a weird looking egg inside of it. And while they was going in the woods, they see that the egg had hatched already. And while this is happening, Kami and Piccolo sense great danger down below, and Kami accepts the fuse with Piccolo. Now, as they sense that great danger down below, they head down to Earth. They head down from the lookout to see what's going on. And they sense something in the city below, and it's sucking up human beings. And to come to find out, it's this creature called Cell. And we get Kami/Piccolo fuse versus Cell. And as this is going on, it's a good fight, really good, intense fight. But this Cell creature ends up getting Piccolo stuck on him, and he ends up sucking up some of Piccolo's DNA. And as this is happening, Piccolo acts like he's trapped by him, but Piccolo ends up regenerating his hand and getting Cell off of him. And he asks Cell, why are you doing this? And Cell tells him he needs to suck up the 2 androids to perform his perfect form, which is Perfect Cell. Now, after this, he used Final Flare to get away from Piccolo, and Piccolo ends up warning and telling the others. Goku finally wakes up and realizes everything that's going on. He decides that him, Vegeta, Trunks, and Gohan need to train in the hyperbolic time chamber. So Goku teleports to Vegeta and says that him and Trunks should train in the hyperbolic time chamber. And Vegeta at the time didn't want to, but he said he'll do it. Because in the hyperbolic time chamber, one day equals a year in the hyperbolic time chamber. So Goku tells Vegeta that he needs to train with Trunks, and Goku will train with Gohan. They end up doing it, and later on we get to both of them going to the hyperbolic time chamber. Trunks and Vegeta go first. Now, while Vegeta and Trunks go into the hyperbolic time chamber, the rest of the Z fighters are at Kami's house getting some rest, and the androids pull up on them. And Piccolo realizes this, tells them to go fight in another island, which they do. They fight on this one island next to Kami's house, a little further away from Kami's house, but not next to citizens. And we get this perfect fight of Piccolo versus Android 17. Good ass fight. Fight was going down to the wire until Cell pulled up. And Piccolo tries to tell 17 to get away from Cell. 17 ended up wanting to fight Cell, and Cell sucked up 17, which we get semi-perfect Cell. And while this is all happening, Piccolo told Android 18 and 16 to run away. 18 and 16 ran away from Cell. Cell didn't need to suck up 16, he needed to suck up 18. Also, while this is happening, Bulma builds Krillin a remote bomb to destroy Android 18. Now, while 18 is ran away from Cell, all Krillin has to do is blow up 18 and Cell doesn't reach his perfect form. You know what Krillin does? He don't do shit. Now, while all this is happening, Tien ends up trying to help Piccolo fight Cell, semi-perfect Cell. Tien's using special beam cannon. I mean, this is one of the bravest moments in all anime history. Tien knew he couldn't do anything, but he kept on trying to help. And at this time, Goku and Gohan sense that Tien needs help, and Gohan tries to help Tien, but Goku tells Gohan to sit his ass down. Really punched Gohan, man. Poor Gohan, man. He punched Gohan and told Gohan to sit down. Goku sits in his energy saying, why is Tien doing this? And as Tien uses all of his energy up, and he fell down, and Cell was about to kill Tien until Goku instant transmission teleports Tien. Goku tells Cell that he's waiting training to get ready for him, and tells Cell can he calm down. And Goku ends up retrieving Tien and Piccolo and bringing them back to the lookout and having them get some Cecil beans and clear up themselves, right? As all this is going on, Vegeta and Trunks end up coming out of this time chamber, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Vegeta thought he was the chosen one, man. Vegeta walked out the time chamber, he thought he was him. I mean, Vegeta walked out so badass, he was ready for Cell. I mean, perfectly ready for Cell. And Vegeta and Trunks end up going to fight Cell, and we get semi-perfect Cell versus Vegeta. And when this is happening, man, Vegeta putting the smokes on Cell, right? I mean, boom, boom. As this is all happening, Cell convinces Vegeta to let him get his perfect form and absorb Android 18. And Vegeta falls for it, right? And Trunks punched Vegeta to not let it happen. And Vegeta still ended up letting Cell get to his perfect form and absorb Android 18. And then we get perfect Cell versus Vegeta. And man, this is some of the worst Vegeta moments. As a Vegeta stan, to all my Vegeta stans, man, I know y'all couldn't take this fight, man. Vegeta was getting the bricks beat out of him. Cell ended up making him unconscious. And then we get Trunks versus Cell. And man, Trunks thought he was better than Vegeta. Cell ended up beating Trunks' ass too. But Cell told Trunks this. He said, I want to have a tournament, and I want your best fighters to fight me. So Cell ends up with Trunks. That's what he wants. Goku would go hard to train the hyperbolic time chamber for a couple more days. And as they get out, everybody tells them what's going on. Teleport to Cell, and we get this iconic scene of Goku and Cell just having an aura off. And as all this is going on, Goku is basically telling everybody, I don't think I can beat Cell. He even went to Korn, showed Korn his power. Korn still said to him, I don't think you have enough to beat Cell. And Goku kept on telling everybody he doesn't know if he can beat Cell. He doesn't know. And Goku was still relaxed about it though. Relaxed, calm demeanor about it. And we get to the day of the Cell tournament. And we get Goku versus Cell. When I tell you this is some of the best choreographed fights in all of Dragon Ball, Goku versus Cell, oh my goodness, chef kiss perfect. But as Goku's fighting Cell, he says that he gives up. Out of nowhere, Goku's never gave up in all of the series of Dragon Ball. Goku's never gave up on a fight. Vegeta, Trunks, everybody's surprised at what Goku did. But Goku passes the baton to Gohan. And he tells Gohan to fight Cell. Now, as this is happening, Goku decides to give Cell a Sensu Beam. Yes, Goku gave this nigga a Sensu Beam versus his son and told Gohan to fight him. As this is happening, Cell is putting the beats on Gohan. Gohan telling Cell, I don't want to fight. He don't want to do anything, man. And it was looking bad out there. Cell got to the point where Cell made Cell Jr. to attack Gohan's friends and family. And Gohan was still just crying out of nowhere. Now this is happening too. Android 16 decides to try to explode himself to kill Cell. That doesn't end up working. Also, I forgot to mention, we got this new character called Hercules. And Hercules tried to fight Cell at first. Cell just did this to him. Android 16, with having his body decimated, only his head still alive, he tells Hercules to toss him to Gohan. 16 delivers some words to Gohan and tells Gohan to release it. Just release it. It's not bad to hurt people that's hurting other people. You must do something in the fight. And he gives those words to Gohan. And as this is happening, Cell kills Android 16. He steps on his head, and Gohan couldn't take it anymore. And we get this iconic Gohan moment.
16, you love life. You gave everything up to save it. And you were just an android. I let you die. I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping. And I won't watch this anymore!
It is a secret we have known before Gohan could even form words in his mouth. Through fights with Raditz, Garlic Jr., the Ginyu Force, and even Frieza, we've caught glimpses of the child's explosive power. But like an explosion, it always vanished with the moment. It couldn't be controlled. Until now. At last, the beastly power has been harnessed. Gohan has awoken.
And we finally get the conclusion of all of the series that we all been waiting for. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And as this is happening, Gohan tells Cell that's enough. And Gohan just started decimating the Cell Juniors. I mean, he was beating Cell Juniors ass like crazy. And then we got Gohan versus Cell. And he was putting the blitz on Cell. Until Cell had a strategy up his hands. Cell saw that he was losing. And he decided to self-explode himself, right? And as this is happening, and as Gohan's beating Cell, he pushes Cell almost to the limit. He has Cell cut in half. And Goku tells Gohan to finish Cell off because he has Piccolo cells within him. And Gohan says, nah, I'm going to let him suffer a little bit. And as this happens, Cell regenerates back. Also coughs up Android 18 and goes to the semi-perfect Cell form. And as that is happening, Cell decides to explode himself. And Goku realizes this, and Gohan doesn't know what to do. He's scared. He thinks he's out of it because Cell's about to explode the Earth and everything. And Goku looks at everybody and says, I've already made up my mind. And Goku instant teleports to Cell and tells Gohan he's proud of him and teleports Cell to King Kai's planet. Goku exploded with Cell. They don't know what planet Goku was even on. But they say, hey, we can bring the Dragon Balls back and get Goku back. Now, as this happens, 5 seconds later, Cell comes back. And Cell comes back in his perfect form and ready to beat Gohan's ass. Back on Gohan to them and tell him, hey, when I exploded with Goku, some of my cells still existed and I regenerated and turned to my perfect form. Also, I learned how to use Goku's instant transmission technique. So as this is happening, we get Gohan versus Cell part 2, but Cell decides to blow up Trunks, right? Tries to hit Trunks and he kills Trunks. He kills Trunks and tell Gohan, let's get for round 2. And Gohan was ready for the fight him again. He said, let's do it. But Vegeta couldn't take it. All of the rage and heart of Vegeta pulled inside of him, and Vegeta decided to attack Cell. And while this is happening, Cell ends up hitting Vegeta and almost killing him, but Gohan steps in the way and gets in the way just in the nick of time, but Gohan's arm is hurt in this moment. He only has one arm left versus Cell. And Piccolo thought they had a Sensu beam ready, but they didn't. They didn't have no Sensu beam ready, so Gohan had to face Cell with one arm left, and Cell starts Kamehameha on Gohan. Gohan had to use one hand Kamehameha, and Gohan was still holding back. It took Goku had to talk to him from the after, like, come on, Gohan, show some fight. And the rest of the Z fighters decided to help Gohan out at this moment. They was all trying to help, but Cell was still overpowering Gohan. And Goku was telling Gohan, come on, man, trying to give him some motivational advice. Until a little bit later, Vegeta uses the attack from above to distract Cell, and Goku finally tells Gohan, this is your chance, attack him now. And Gohan does it. He attacks Cell with a full blast Kamehameha and wipes out every single Cell out of existence. As this happens, Gohan and everybody celebrate as Gohan finally defeated Cell, and they go out to the lookout and gather the Dragon Balls to wish everybody back to life. Also, I forgot to mention, Africa has a new Guardian now, Dende, and Dende made some new Dragon Balls that allows them to have 3 wishes. As this is happening, they gather the Dragon Balls to revive Trunks. Also, they tried to bring Goku back to life, but Goku said he didn't want to come back to life. And they used the second wish to get the explosive out of androids 17 and 18 out of their body, so they don't have to deal with explosives anymore. But Goku tells everybody that he's not coming back, he doesn't want to come back, and everybody accepts it. And after all of that, the Z Fighters go back home and live the rest of their life for a couple years until we get to the Buu Saga. We'll get to that saga in just a second. But after all of that happens, Trunks goes back to his timeline. And I'm going to talk about the Trunks special because the Trunks special was in DBZ COD, also in regular DBZ. Trunks goes back to his timeline, defeats the androids. Also, he defeated Cell before Cell can go use the time machine that Trunks used. He defeated him and killed him off. And Trunks' timeline was happier after that. And everything was all good in Trunks' timeline. And that's the end of the Cell Saga, one of my favorite sagas in all of DBZ. I rank this saga the second best in all of DBZ. And now we get to the final saga of all DBZ, the Buu Saga. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the last but not least final arc of Dragon Ball Z, the Buu Saga. Now, we start off this saga with Gohan going to high school. You know, Gohan's living a double-edged life of this new great Saiyan man, also being a regular high school student. He's a good aged-up Gohan until Gohan meets this girl that finds out that he's the great Saiyan man and that he can also fly. And she wants to learn how to fly too, so she asks Gohan, can she train her how to fly? While this happens, she tells Gohan also, can he compete in the World Martial Arts Tournament? As this happens, Gohan goes to Bulma, asks Bulma, can she make him a new Great Saiyan Man suit because they cannot use armor or something in the tournament? And Vegeta also says he wants to compete in the same tournament. But we hear a familiar voice come out the shadows, and he says he wants to compete in this tournament too. And it's Goku. Goku said that he can come back to life for one day and to compete in the tournament. So, as Gohan, Vegeta, and Videl, in Goten, yes, Goten. Goku's Goten's younger son that he impregnated Chi-Chi with before he died. Yeah, Goku never met his other son. But Goten, Videl, and Gohan all train with each other, so Goten can learn how to fly so he can go against Trunks in the World Martial Arts Junior Division, and Videl learns how to fly so she can compete in the World Martial Arts Tournament also. Now, also this, Videl is Hercule's daughter, by the way. We'll get to mention that in a second, too. But after a couple days, Videl finally learns how to fly. Also, Goten learns how to fly. And we get to find out that Goten can turn Super Saiyan at 7 years old. That's crazy. But we get to the day of the World Martial Arts Tournament. And the first division to go up will be the Junior Division. So we get Trunks and Goten, which Trunks and Goten just rolling through the Junior Division. They have them going against these small kids easy. And we get Trunks versus Goten versus the final round of the World Martial Arts Tournament. And man, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most underrated fights in all of DBZ. The boys was throwing hands, man. Haymakers. But Trunks get the best of Goten. Goten flies out of bounds accidentally, and Trunks win. It was a little wholesome moment. Trunks was like, hey, I'll still use some of my toys, man. And you know, they go off or whatever, and we get to the real. Now we get to the World Martial Arts Tournament, and everything's going smoothly at first until Videl starts going up against this guy named Spozovich. And Spozovich was just laughing at every Videl attack. Videl was doing a little bit haymakers to him, and then Spozovich kept on getting up until Spozovich started beating Videl's ass. I mean, almost killing her. Gohan was finna be in a rage, but Goku told Gohan, hey, calm down, man. Just calm everything down. It's gonna be alright. Calm down, son. And finally, Spozovich get off of her, and Videl's hospitalized. They had to give Videl a sensu beam and everything. And everybody's like, whoa, what's going on with this dude, man? He almost went to kill Videl. And now after this fight, we got Gohan versus Kibito. And this is the other dude that's here with some dude named Kai or whatever. And Kibito tells Gohan, show him his full power. And as Gohan's powering up the Super Saiyan, the supposed bitch dude gets a needle and starts draining Gohan's power. And the Kai dude, he tells everybody, hey, don't save him. Don't save him. Let him go. And everybody in the crowd is like, what is going on, man? They just sucking the life out of Gohan. And Sposobich finally runs away and they fly away. And Kai tells him, hey, let's go after these dudes. Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin, they all go fly after Sposobich and see what's going on. So after this happens, Kibito revives Gohan and tells Gohan to follow him. Now, as we get to the part where everybody flies Sposobich, we find out that this wizard named Bobby is trying to resurrect a dude named Majin Buu. Now, Buu was a killer, they say. He was trying to take over the universe, and Kai is telling them all, hey, he's using Gohan's power to revive Majin Buu because he has great strength in his hand. So the Z Fighters figure out where Babidi bases is, and they go to confront Babidi until we get this dude named Demon King Bora, and he spits on Piccolo and Krillin, and he turns them into stone. And now after this, Z Fighters gotta wait before he can spit on them or anything like that. They follow him all the way into Babidi's base. They go into Babidi's base and we get some fight scenes. Now after you're in Babidi's base, we get a little battle royale with Vegeta versus one of Babidi's minions, and Vegeta took him to town, man. You know Vegeta. When Vegeta knows he's stronger than you, we get the best Vegeta shit talk. And then we got Goku versus this other dude. He was stealing people's energy, and that's how he was like, you know, he like kind of how Android 19 he would absorb people's energy. And Goku just turned Super Saiyan, let him absorb his energy, and he killed himself because he ate too much of Goku's energy. And then we had the final fight, which was going to be Gohan versus Dabura. Now, as Gohan's going to fight Dabura, Gohan was he was a little bit weakened versus Dabura. Dabura was putting their hands on Gohan because Gohan didn't want to train for the 7 years Goku was out of there. And as this happens, Dabura quits fighting Gohan. He quits fighting him. He just stops fighting him in a hole. And everybody's like, what's going on? Dabura saw that Vegeta had evil in him, and he told Bobby to take over Vegeta's body and have Bobby have him become another minion, which can also help revive Majin Buu. Now we're going to take a split second because we're going to go back to the World Martial Arts Tournament. And as Goku, Vegeta, and everybody is going, the World Martial Arts had to go do a free-for-all. And basically Trunks and Goten actually, they changed it to one of the fighters. They disguised one of the fighters to go fight in the big World Martial Arts Tournament. And we get a fight of Android 18 versus Goten and Trunks. It's actually a pretty good fight until Android 18 found out that it's Goten and Trunks. And Goten and Trunks was eliminated. And then we got Hercules versus 18. 18 said, hey, Hercules, you can beat me. Just give me my money afterwards. And after that happened, Hercules, 18 faked it out and gave Hercules the W so that he can keep his image up or whatever. Now, after all of that happens, we get back to Babidi finna control Vegeta. Now, as this happens, we get Majin Vegeta, where Babidi has taken control over Vegeta. So after Vegeta turns into Majin Vegeta, we get teleported back to the tournament. But after this happens, everybody thinks everything's cool. Vegeta and Goku's back until Vegeta starts staring down Goku and says he wants his fight with Kakarot. Gives a whole speech and I'll let him play the speech.
Or is this the same old story between you and me? Which one?
Does it really matter?
Not to you, Gohan, but to a warrior it matters greatly. And you know this as well as I do, Kakarot. In a day, you'll be back to the dead, and I will not miss this opportunity.
Who are you people? Don't you see the universe matters more than your meaningless squabble?
Meaningless, huh? What do you know of meaningless? Spend most of your life ruled by another. Watch your race dwindle to a handful. And then, tell me what has more meaning than your own strength. I have in me the blood of a Saiyan prince. He is nothing but a joke. Yet I've had to watch him surpass me in strength. My destiny thrown to the wayside. He's even saved my life as if I were a helpless child. He has stolen my honor. And his debts must be paid.
Man, Vegeta was on timing right there. Not gonna lie. And Vegeta blows up innocent people just to fight Goku. And Goku says, alright, let's fight. So they teleport Goku and Vegeta to an area far away from everybody else. And to like a little desert area right where they had their first fight at, like a little desert mountain area. So Gohan and Supreme Kai, they go back to find Babidi and try to stop him from reviving Majin Buu. And we get Goku versus Vegeta. And as Goku's fighting Vegeta again, I'll be honest, I think their first fight was better. This fight was kind of like, But, they get into a good, intense fight. And as this is going on, Majin Buu gets revived. Buu doesn't look that terrifying. Just a fat, chubby, playful dude. But, hey, he got them hands. And we get Gohan versus Majin Buu. And Buu was putting the beat down on Gohan and Kai. Gohan and Supreme Kai. It was bad. It was getting horrible out there. Gohan tried to get Buu, but Buu swiped Gohan away and knocked Gohan completely out, also knocking out Supreme Kai. And Vegeta and Goku stopped fighting for a minute, and Goku realizes that Buu has been revived. And Vegeta shrinks Goku like he's gonna try to help him out, but Vegeta knocks Goku out and gets a Sensu Bean and heads over there to Majin Buu and goes over there to fight Majin Buu. Now, as this is all happening, Goten and Trunks, because they sense Majin Buu's power, and they go to try to help in the fight because they're little kids. They just want to go help see what's going on. So they go out there and find Majin Buu. Now, right when they get over here, they find Piccolo and Krillin and Stone. And a funny incident, Trunks actually tapped Piccolo's Stone and kind of crushed Piccolo in half because Piccolo fell. And you also see Krillin. But as they're watching the fight, they see Buu versus King Dabura. Dabura, who's the one who turned Piccolo and Krillin into Stone. Piccolo and Krillin to Stone. They see them fighting, and Buu kills King Dabura, and Piccolo and Krillin turn back to regular people because if Dabura is killed, everybody they turn to stone goes back to normal. And Trunks was like, how is Piccolo still alive in his body? Piccolo tells him, hey, I can still regenerate and everything like that. And while this happens, we get Vegeta versus Buu, and Vegeta was on his own for a second, and then Buu just put him in a string, and Vegeta was getting collapsed to a post until Trunks sees this and goes and helps his dad out. Trunks goes to help out his dad. He kicks Buu in the face and gets his dad out of there, and he doesn't know if Vegeta's alive now. He's like, come on, wake up, dad. And Vegeta wakes up, and he get a heartfelt message between him and Trunks, and she gives Trunks a hug for the first time in his life, man. Really emotional scene. Gives Trunks a hug for the first time in his life, then knocks Trunks out. Then also knocks out Goten and tells Piccolo to bring them back to the lookout and keep them safe. As this happens, we get Vegeta versus Buu Part 2, where Vegeta blows himself up. And, we get one of the most iconic Vegeta moments. Vegeta says, I do this for you, Trunks. I do this for you, Bulma, Trunks, and even you, Kakarot. And Vegeta blows himself up. And also thinking he blew Majin Buu up. And Piccolo, while he was returning the kids to the lookout, he gives the kids to Trunks, and he goes back and sees if Vegeta actually blew himself up. And as Piccolo is searching for Vegeta, and he sees that Babidi is still alive. And as he's finna kill Babidi, he starts seeing little pebbles of Majin Buu coming back. And then Buu comes back to life. So Vegeta did all of that, and Buu's still alive. So Piccolo runs away, gets away from Buu quickly before anything else bad can happen. And Buu revives Babidi. And Babidi tells Buu, hey, let's go kill people. So Buu and Babidi start destroying cities. Piccolo, Krillin, everybody, they meet up with the rest of the gang that was at the tournament and tell them, hey, we need to go to the lookout because Majin Buu's going to destroy cities. And when Goku finally wakes up from his slumber and instant transmissions to everybody, and he instant transmission all of them to the lookout and tell them what's going on. And Goku says he doesn't sense Gohan's energy. He doesn't know where Gohan's at all. And everybody thinks Gohan's dead, even though Gohan's just knocked out. He's literally just knocked out. And as this is happening, Goku tells everybody that he needs Goten and Trunks to train so that they can defeat Majin Buu. Because Goku only has a day on Earth. He doesn't want he can defeat Majin. We don't know if Goku can or cannot defeat Majin Buu. But he says he needs the kids to go defeat Majin Buu. And we can resurrect everybody with the Dragon Balls. He said he needs Goten and Trunks to train for a week and have them train in the hyperbolic time chamber. He also says that Goten and Trunks need to learn this new technique called fusion. Now, while this is happening, Bulma tells Goku that she left the Dragon Radar at home. So Goku tells Trunks to go get the Dragon Radar. As this is happening, Babidi says that he was going to go destroy Trunks' city. He's going to go destroy Trunks' city. So Goku's instant transmissions to Buu and Babidi, and we get to learn about this new transformation called Super Saiyan 3. And we get Goku versus Buu in Super Saiyan 3. And Goku could have really beat up Majin Buu. Buu could have been over with, right? But instead, Goku lets Goten and Trunks have a little battle for the first time, just like he let Gohan have his battle with Cell. And Trunks finally receives the Dragon Radar, and Goku instant transmissions back to the lookout, and he teaches Goten and Trunks fusion. Now, while this is happening, he has 30 minutes before he has to go back to the other world, and Goku decides that he's going to teach Goten and Trunks fusion. So he teaches Goten and Trunks and Piccolo fusion so Piccolo can train them. And after that, before Goku can leave, the boys want to know how to go Super Saiyan 3 just like Goku. Goku shows them Super Saiyan 3. And after that, Goku's time had ran up, and he had to go back to. After that, Goku's time ran up, he had to go back to the other world. Now, as this happens, we get a special moment between Goten and Goku, where Goku tells Goten to be safe, take care of Mom for him. And, you know, we get a good little moment between Goten and Goku. And after this, Goku goes back to the other world, and while Goku's going back to, I forgot to mention this. Kibito came back to life because Kibito was turned to stone too, also with Piccolo and Krillin. And he found out that Supreme Kai was alive in Gohan, and he revived Gohan back to health, and also Supreme Kai back to health. He also teleported them back to the land of the Kais. And as this is happening, Supreme Kai wants to train Gohan with the Z Sword that Gohan can train and get ready for Buu. And basically the Z Sword, if you're able to wield the Z Sword, you have enough power and potential or whatever. So Goku instant transmits to Supreme Kai's land and figure out that Gohan's still alive, and he sees Gohan training with the Z Sword. And also, as this is happening, we get introduced to Elder Kai, which Elder Kai has his power to turn Gohan to Ultimate Gohan. Now, he has this technique to give Gohan Ultimate Gohan, but this technique takes a couple hours, like 20 hours to do. So, Gohan's there waiting for 20 hours while Goku watches Goten and Trunks train for Majin Buu. And as this is happening, we get Hercules versus Buu. Now, Hercules actually befriends Buu, and Buu and him have a little friendship with each other. They get a little pet dog. You know, Buu done with destruction. By the way, I forgot to mention, Buu finally kills Bobby because Bobby was pissing him off too much, and he realized that he's stronger than Bobby. I don't need to listen to him. So Buu ends up killing Bobby, befriends Hercules, and everything's going good with Buu. Buu ain't killing nobody, ain't doing no harm. Until these two dudes kill Boo's dog, right? And Buu all the evil out of Buu just comes out, and we get evil Majin Buu. Now, we get Buu versus evil Majin Buu, and evil Majin Buu turns Buu to candy, and then we get another Buu form where it's just this regular humanoid Buu, no skinny Buu, just regular Buu, and he starts attacking people again because the evil of Buu came out. And as this is happening, Hercules and the dog, they just run away. Buu. And as this happens, Piccolo tells Goten and Trunks, hey, y'all need to get to the hyperbolic time chamber, and we need this train to go down quickly. Y'all need to defeat Majin Buu. So Piccolo puts Goten and Trunks in the hyperbolic time chamber, and hoping that, you know, they got enough time for Majin Buu. As this happens, Buu finds a lookout, and Piccolo didn't know what to do because Majin Buu wanted to fight Goten and Trunks. Now, as this happened, Piccolo was trying to go the long way to give Goten and Trunks a little bit more time to train to hop by the time chamber until time was up where Piccolo had to go and put Buu with Goten and Trunks in the hop by the time chamber. And the boys get the power ring up. Also, before they powered up, this actually happened.
Let's go. Oh, what's wrong with you? You can't just come swinging like that without any warning. Don't you know what a sucker punch is? That's something only inexperienced fighters do. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're trying to prepare so we can give you a fair fight. So why don't you try some patience? Now we're going to power up. You stand there and be quiet. I'll tell you when it's time to fight.
Yeah, Buu broke every rule in anime. But as this happens, we get Majin Buu versus Gotenks, and it was a it was a fight. It was a fight, I'll say the least of that. The boys is pounding around too much, immature through all the fight. And as this is happening, Piccolo realized that the boys had no chance of winning the fight. So he destroys the hyperbolic time chamber room and traps Buu and them in there for, I don't know, however long. Now, as this happens, Buu gets enraged, and he makes a little hole back to the regular universe and starts killing everybody in the makes a little hole through time and dimension and goes back to Earth and closes up the hole. And now Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo are all stuck while Majin Buu's reigning terror on the world. And Piccolo's enraged. But Gotenks tells Piccolo, hey, you didn't let me do my secret move. I was going to beat him up before I could time ran out on the fusion. And Piccolo's like, what are you talking about? And Gotenks turns into Super Saiyan 3. And they build their own little dimension to break out of the hyperbolic time chamber. And they go to fight Majin Buu again. Now, as this happens, everybody they know and love was killed by Majin Buu. and we get Gotenks versus Majin Buu Part 3, and it was going down to the wire until Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks runs out, and the fusion runs out for them, and it was done for after this. It was almost done for until Gohan finally achieved his ultimate form and got back down there to Earth, and we had a heartfelt moment of Goku and Gohan talking to each other, and Gohan goes out there and rushes to the scene and fights Majin Buu. And man, I'm telling you, as a Gohan stan, man, Gohan is my favorite character in Dragon Ball, hands down. Right behind Goku, right behind his dad. But Gohan, favorite character in Dragon Ball, he was putting, he came up to Majin Buu and said, fight you. Nah, I want to kill you. And Gohan was putting their hands on them boys. Putting their hands on them boys, man. Until Buu told Goten and Trunks to power back up to Super Saiyan 3 because, a fair fight against him, right? It was a trick. So, as this happens, they power up to Super Saiyan 3, and Buu absorbs Gotenks, also absorbs Piccolo, and Gohan had no match for them. Gohan didn't stand a chance. Gohan was running away and everything, and Goku realized what was going on, and he realized he couldn't help him. He was like, is this the end? Until Elder Kai gives up his life to Goku, and Goku returns back to Earth, instant transmission back to Earth. Now, while this is happening, King Yama decides to give Vegeta another life just to have a chance on Earth. Now, as this is happening, Goku doesn't realize Vegeta is routing back too. Elder Kai told Goku, hey, take these earrings. These earrings can absorb 2 people into 1 person. It can be a fusion, just like the fusion dance. These earrings are called the Batara earrings. They last longer than the fusion dance. They don't. And once you combine to 1 person, you can't split into half into another person. So use these earrings wisely. Pick the right person, because you can't go back to the normal form after this. Elder Kai tells him this because Elder Kai is a fusion with a witch. Kind of funny, to be honest. But as this happens, Goku instant transmission back to Earth, gets the earrings, throw them at Gohan, and Gohan misses the earrings. He doesn't catch them at all. And as that happens, Goku faces off against Buu, trying to hold him on while Gohan finds the earrings. Gohan finally finds the Batara earrings until Buu absorbs Gohan. Gohan drops the earrings. Goku grabs the earrings right before Buu could get them. Buu tells Goku, hey, I'll give you the chance to fuse with somebody. And all Goku had a chance to do was also Tien. I forgot to mention this. Tien showed back up to hold a little bit to help Gohan out at first. So Tien tried to hold his own, but Buu just knocked out Tien. So all Goku had was a knocked out Tien, Hercules, or Dende. By the way, Dende survived because Mr. Popo threw Dende off the edge. Look out, so he can survive because he knew Dende was too important. Dende is gone. We have no chance with the Dragon Balls, anything. So after this happens, Goku finds Vegeta's energy. And Goku tells Vegeta, hey, we gotta merge the Batara earrings. And Vegeta doesn't want to do it at first. Vegeta tells Goku, hey, I know about your Super Saiyan 3. You hid it from me in our fight and everything like that. And Goku was like, he's sorry, man. And Buu attacks Goku and Vegeta decides to fuse with Goku because Goku had put the Bulma treatment on Vegeta. He said, Bulma, Trunks, everyone dead by Buu. And Vegeta was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And we get one of the best characters, one of the fan favorites in Dragon Ball, Vegito, merged into one, Goku and Vegeta. And they was putting the bricks on Buu, man. They was putting the bricks on Buu. I mean, just toying with Buu. Trash talking, beating his ass. I mean, Vegito, man, one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna lie to you, one of my favorite characters. But as this is happening, Goku and Vegeta decide to go inside of Buu actually to try to revive Goten and Trunks. So they go inside of Buu, and the fusion between Vegito runs out. And Goku says, hey, do you want to fuse again? Vegeta said, nah, fuck that shit. Broke the Batara earrings, and they got Goten and Trunks. And while this is happening, Vegeta sees that Buu was trapped inside of Majin Buu. And Buu actually goes inside of his body on some weird stuff. Tell Vegeta, don't do it. Don't escape. Don't pull Majin Buu out of him. And Vegeta does it anyway. Vegeta's like, man, I don't care. So Vegeta pulls Majin Buu out, and Buu tells him he's not going to be the same or whatever. And as this happens, Vegeta and Goku fly out with everybody. So when Vegeta ripped out Fat Buu, Buu started turning weird. Like, he started being, like, his whole body started, like, kind of exploding out, everything. And Vegeta decides to escape with Gohan, Trunks, and Goten. They all escape out of there. They all finally get out of Majin Buu. And as this is all happening, Buu turns into some weird little kid state. And he does this little kind of thing similar to the Spirit Bomb and starts pointing at Earth. And Goku tells Kid Buu, everything will be gone. You're going to destroy yourself. What are you doing? And Kid Buu ain't regular Buu. He was going to kill Goku with him at the same time. So as this happening, Vegeta tells Goku to get Gohan, Goten, and Trunks to instant transmission to the Kai planet, right? It's a transmission up out of Earth. Now, as this happens, Gohan decides not to get the kids and get Hercules and Dende. And as this happens, Supreme Kai teleports to Supreme Kai and Kibito fuse together. Also, Supreme Kai and Kibito use the Patara earrings. They didn't know what they were doing. They used Patara earrings to merge into one character and teleports into the land of the Kais. And as this is happening, Vegeta scrolls Goku like, "Hey, bro, you didn't get your kids, man. You didn't get our kids." Even though Vegeta didn't even get Trunks. But he's like, "You didn't get your kids, man." And then they tell Vegeta he's sorry, man. But as this is happening, Goku's reflecting on what he just did. And come to find out, Buu is destroying the universe. He over there just taking out planets. He don't care at all. And then after this, we come to figure out that Buu is just going back to the other world and killing them in the other world. I mean, Buu did not care one bit. He was destroying them. So Vegeta and Goku realize that Buu is looking for them, and he's decided to raise their power level. And as this is happening, Vegeta has this idea, and he tells Dende, "Hey, go to the Namekians, using the Namekian Dragon Balls, and bring back everybody from Earth. Bring back everybody from Earth, even the people that Vegeta killed, and have them come back to life. And you can do whatever with the third wish." Now, as this happens, Goku tells Vegeta, "Hey, why would we bring back Earth? Why would we bring back Earth? Kid Buu just destroyed again." But as this is happening, Goku realized that Buu is looking for him and Vegeta. He's looking for them. He's destroying all the universes, even going to the afterlife, destroying them that he just killed. So as this happens, they use the Namekian Dragon Balls, bring back people back to Earth, and Vegeta finally tells Goku what his idea was. He tells Goku that, "Hey, we can use a Spirit Bomb and you can destroy Buu." And Goku realized after, he's like, "Oh yeah, Goku versus Buu." And it was a good, intense fight. I mean, the fight's going good. Everything like that. It's a good fight. Everybody watching Goku versus Buu. Even people that Goku's killed, enemies that Goku killed, they all watching Goku versus Buu. And as this is happening, and Goku told Vegeta he needs more time. He just needs a little bit of time to fight Buu. So Vegeta takes over and he tries to help Goku fight Buu, but it just didn't happen. Now, as this happens, everybody in the world is back to restored, and Goku has to make the Spirit Bomb. And Goku tells Vegeta, "Hey man, I need a little bit more time to make the Spirit Bomb." So Vegeta tries to help, but Vegeta couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. Out of nowhere, Fat Buu turns back. And Hercules, by the way, he's still on Elder Kai. He's on Supreme Kai's planet. They didn't teleport Hercules with him. And we get Buu versus Kid Buu. While this is happening, Goku has just enough time to make the Spirit Bomb. And as Goku finally, and Vegeta tells people on Earth, "Hey, raise your power level up so that we can make the Spirit Bomb." And nobody listens to Vegeta at all. At all. Nobody wants to listen to Vegeta. Goku even tells them a little bit of people listen to Goku, but they still don't trust him. Until Hercules tells everybody, "Hey, raise your energy," and we finally get enough power to raise the Spirit Bomb. Now, when this is happening, Goku finally has enough time to throw the Spirit Bomb while Fat Buu was giving him enough time. Kid Buu realizes it and sees that Goku doesn't have enough energy left because Goku used all his energy on Super Saiyan 3 in the Spirit Bomb. And it was over. It was almost over until the Namekians had one more wish to give to the Namekian Dragon. The Namekian Dragon, he was telling him he had one more wish. And then they decided to use the last wish to lend Goku his energy, to give Goku more energy. And finally, Goku gets just enough energy right when Kid Buu threw the Spirit Bomb at him. And Goku threw the Spirit Bomb at Buu. And it was all over. Kid Buu was finally defeated. Goku used the Spirit Bomb. And afterwards, we get a wholesome moment between Goku and Vegeta. Also, while this is happening, Fat Buu is there lying dead. And everybody's just like, "Man, what we do with him?" And Vegeta was finna erase Fat Buu because he was like, "Hey, he's still Buu." But Goku lets Buu have another chance at life. Also, Goku tells Vegeta, man, he wish he could fight Buu again, but in like a good state where Buu was good because he was a good fighter. And that's the end of the Buu Saga. Everybody teleports back to Earth with Buu, and Buu is friendly now. He's on the Z Fighter scene and everything like that. Now, after this happens, after the Buu Saga ends, we get the end of the Z, where we get Goku and the rest of everybody all grown up 10 years later. And we find out that Goku had a wish to bring Kid Buu back into a human, and his name Buu. And as this happens, we get the World Martial Arts Tournament 10 years later. We get Goku versus Oob. And at the end of this fight, Goku tells everybody, "Hey, I want to train this kid. I don't know how long it's going to be that I train him, but I'm going to train him and have his powers, have be one of the best. I want to train him and, get his powers to be, near my level. Maybe, he has good potential." And he tells everybody, "Hey, I'm leaving." Goku just leaves his family out of nowhere and just, leaves. And Goku and Oob decide to train. We don't know how long. And that's the end of Dragon Ball Z. Now, the Buu Saga, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. The Buu Saga is a messy script. To be honest, I think this is the worst saga in Dragon Ball. It's not the worst saga in all the anime, but
it's just no cohesive story in this at all in the Buu Saga, ladies and gentlemen. We get some good moments in the Buu Saga, but the story in the Buu Saga, it was no fucking story. We get from hyping up Gohan, hyping up Gotenks, hyping up Vegeta, and Vegeta killed, exploded himself, returns back, so Vegeta did all that for nothing. It was just a messy script. This is one of my least favorite sagas. Some good moments in there, but I think this is one of the least of all of the sagas in Dragon Ball. I did like the end of the Z part, though. I did like the end of the Z saga of it. But that's my thoughts and opinions on Dragon Ball Z, the anime. Finally be able to watch it. Obviously one of my favorite animes, man. Hands down, the greatest anime of all time. I know this video is an hour long, the longest video on my channel. Trust me, this took almost a week to record, a week to edit. This video could have came out earlier, but life happened, and yeah. But we're going to be doing the next video on Dragon Ball Super. I don't know when that's going to come out. But if you guys did enjoy this video and stayed all the way to the end, comment Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is the GOAT in the comment section below if you stayed all the way and watched the whole video. Well, with that being said, I'm ending off today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all later. Peace.